Salams and welcome. Today I will share with you one of the best exercises you can do to lose weight, to fight stress, to be a better human being, and that is walking. So I want you to get this as part of your life. If you go to any doctor, doctors will tell you to exercise, and I will give you a very simple exercise that you can do. So if you're one of those people who haven't exercised in a long time, the last time you exercised was doing PT at school. Okay, so there's different types of exercise. So I'll just give you general guidelines. It's always best to consult an exercise physiologist or go to your doctor. Just use some common general sense. First and foremost, there are three different types of human bodies: ectomorph, endomorph, mesomorph. It means some people are very thin. No matter what they eat, they will always be thin. That's called an ectomorph. Then you get an endomorph. They'll just eat one slice of cake and they'll already pick up weight. That's an endomorph. They quickly pick up weight. It's not their fault. This is genetics. Then you get a mesomorph. From young, there it is bodybuilders. You can see a 2-year-old child. You can say, hey, this guy got muscles. So that's called a mesomorph. M stands for muscles. Now, depending on our body shape, we must choose the sports depending on our body shape. So when you see Olympic champions, the ones who have run the race, a marathon race, are very thin. They have those lean muscles that can run long marathons. People from Kenya and Ethiopia and so on. If you're an endomorph or a muscular guy, you'll never be able to. Arnold Schwarzenegger won't be able to win a marathon, a 5,000 meter marathon. But Arnold Schwarzenegger will win a bodybuilding competition because he's a mesomorph. He's a bodybuilder. But you can't expect a bodybuilder to do running. So very briefly, if you got stress, whether it's mental stress, job stress, exam stress, marriage stress, stress at work, maybe your boss, you don't like your boss, you don't like the manager, or you don't like your fellow colleagues, whatever stress you're going through, please start walking. If you're going through any difficulty in life, if you want to lose weight, I'm going to give you a fabulous solution how to lose weight. Start walking. Leave out all these gimmicks. I'm going to tell you from a scientific point of view. I've got a degree in addition to medicine. I've got a degree in evolution. I've got a degree in exercise physiology. So I don't know if you can see this very briefly. Just think of it. My board is very small, but just think of this as your body. Okay, that's your body. B stands for body. Weight loss is very simple. You have a thing called calorie in and calorie out. Okay. Don't worry about taking a scale and weighing it. Don't make life complicated. All right. Calorie in means what you're eating. Whatever you eat, that's called energy. That's called your intake, whatever calories you're putting in. Don't worry what you're eating. We know some things are sugary foods, are very fatty foods. Those got higher calories, all right? But let's leave that for the moment. If you take in 1,000 calories, all right, that's very little, but I'm just saying if you take in 1,000 calories, you got to make sure that 1,000 calories go out of your body. If you take in 1,000 calories, or say 10,000 calories, then 10,000 calories must go on. If you take in 1,000 calories, but you don't exercise, and you only take out 800 calories, say you are lazy, then you got a surplus of 200 calories in your body. What's going to happen? You're going to pick up weight, isn't it? So if you're eating a same diet every day, you can eat chocolates, you can eat whatever you want to, right? But do it under medical advice. If your doctor says you've got a heart problem, don't eat fatty foods, all of that. Eat white meat, which is chicken, the fish, all of that. So use some common sense. Let's get the concept clear. 1,000 calories in, and if 1,000 calories go out, now normal walking from here to the TV to on the remote, there your 1,000 calories will go. That's not a problem. But if you're going to sit in front of the TV whole day and play games, especially now I'm talking to our parents and grandchildren, we see today's youngsters, they're just sitting on their smartphones and their laptops and the games. I'm not complaining about that. I'll do a separate program about that. Tell them to stand up and walk a little bit, please. Calorie in, calorie out. If 1,000 calories go in, 1,000 calories must go out. Now, if you haven't been exercising for a long time, let us say you're one of those people, you haven't exercised for a long time and now you want to exercise. So now you said, okay, what is the best exercise? And now you watch some adverts on TV. They say, okay, buy a few weights. You're going to lose weight. And buy this abdominal crunching machine. You'll get a 6-pack abdomen. Please leave all of that out. I used to love soccer. I used to do gymming. I used to love, two sports I love is swimming and walking. Right? I used to love squash. I used to love bodybuilding. I used to love all of that. But after all of that, I'm giving you the best advice in the world. Become a professional walker. By professional, I just mean make it part of your habit. When you walk, it releases endorphins. You start becoming happy. Put on a set of headphones. Walk with headphones. So any music you want. If you're a Muslim, then what the Muslims normally do, they recite zikr. Recite Darud Sharif when you're walking, right? Or any other zikr that you like. So walking, do it some, put your headphones on, but please do me one favor. We see so many patients are a casualty. You know why? The car knocks them down, or a horse knocks them down. In South Africa, we don't have horses, but a lion knocks them down, all right? Why does a car knock you down when you got headphones? Because when you got these professional headphones in both the ears, you can't hear anything. You are so busy listening to music, you're driving before a truck hits you. Don't say, no, it's that guy's fault. Listen to me one thing. When a car hits you, fine, you can take that person to the court, but at the end of the day, you got a broken bone, you got a broken spine, you're going to be paralyzed, you're going to be regretting for the rest of your life. So please, you must take precautions. So always only use one earphone. Do you notice I only use one earphone, even though there's no cars behind me? I sit 20 hours in my bed, but I'm habit. I only put one earphone behind me. Why? Because in case there's an emergency in the house, my one ear is available. So while I'm talking to you, while I'm listening, my one ear is always available. So even if you're sitting at home, or we are living in South Africa, for heaven's sake, the criminals can walk in. So you put one, how many ears do you need? That's why God Almighty, the Creator, gave us 2 ears. One you use for listening, and one you use for emergencies. Don't close both the ears. Just use one earphone, please. Just use one earphone, please. Let's use our common sense. Okay. So walking is the best exercise, especially if you are over the age of 30. Don't do running. Please don't do running. You only run if that's going to be your career, if you're going to be a professional runner one day. Because you are harming your joints. Our roads, forget about the potholes for the moment, but the road is a hard surface. It's not a soft surface. And then how many people can really afford those really expensive shoes? You need those thick gel shoes. Whether it's Nike shoes or any of the other professional shoes, that means when you need shock absorbers when you're running. And if you don't have proper shoes, you're going to end up by me, you're going to end up by the doctors, you're going to end up by the orthopedic surgeons. By the age of 40, 50, 60, people are going for knee transplants and hip transplants. Please believe me, it's not easy. Yes, we've got robotic technology, we've got AI technology, we've got microscopic surgery. That does not help. Well, it helps to the extent that it reduces the amount of time you suffer. But for 6 weeks or 6 months, you're going to suffer after the operation. You're going to be crying with pain. You're going to have now metal implants into titanium implants in your knee and in your hip. So please, walking is the best exercise. If you got money, I would suggest the best investment you make a treadmill. Watch TV while you're on a treadmill. Just put in a slow speed, walk 30 minutes, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. Always start off slow. Any exercise you start off 5 minutes first. Then you go 6 minutes. Then you go 7 minutes. Always keep a calendar how much you're walking. If you're not living in a security village, or if you don't have a gym or park next to you, you worry about criminals, then if you've got a few steps in your house, you only need 3 steps in your house. Walk up and down those steps. That's people say you are crazy. You take a pen next to you and you mark. Okay, today I walked up those steps 50 times. Tomorrow I try and make it 60. Then you make it 61, 62, 60. By the end of the month, you'll be walking 100 times up and down the steps. Okay. And if you don't have that, let us say this is your house. You go outside your house, take in some fresh air, start walking around your house. Walk around the garden. Go look at the fruit trees you've planted. Look at the weeds. Take out some weeds. The same way, take out some weeds from the brain. Put some roses in the brain. Put some roses in the garden. And then, as what I said, this brain belongs to you as a sacred organ. Take out all the negative thoughts. So while you're walking and gymming, take out all the negative thoughts. Say, I'm doing spring cleaning of my brain. Others, our brain is in a cage. Okay, and then maybe if you got a double-story house, now you got a magnificent double staircase. I'm not good at drawing, so you got a double staircase. So you walk up and down up the staircase. You can go to the right or you can go to the left. So you start running up and down the staircase. You got a double-story house. Every day, you don't have to go to the gym. You wear your loose clothes. You wear your pajamas. You can in your treadmill. You can run with your pajamas. In your indoor staircase, you run with your pajamas. So please, there's no excuse for not walking. Very briefly, I'll just tell you some of the benefits of walking, which you already know, but we all need reminders. So walking, I've just got some notes in front of me. You're walking, it maintains a healthy weight, and you start losing body fat. You want to lose weight? Start walking. Make it part of your life. Keep a record of it. So you want to lose weight? Start walking. You want to be a healthy human being? Start walking. This is the doctor's advice. Apple a day keeps the doctor away. It prevents and manages a lot of conditions in the body. Okay, we've seen many people, and when you start walking, it improves your lifestyle. You become a better human being. And remember, Islam teaches, don't forget 2 things. Don't take your health for granted, and don't take your time for granted. Your time can go and your health can go. Look at me as an example. My health is gone. I'm a doctor. I can't work. So take me as an example. Your life can come to a standstill before you know it. I can't work as a doctor anymore, but I'm giving you my knowledge. Whatever knowledge I've got, I'm giving it to you. Okay, so use this knowledge. Put it into your life. So it helps or prevents many conditions: heart disease, stroke, high blood pressure, cancer, and type 2 diabetes. So if you've got any of those conditions, please start walking. It improves your cardiovascular fitness because you're breathing, your lungs are improving, your heart is improving. It strengthens your bones and your muscles. It improves your muscle endurance, so you become more efficient human being. It increases your energy level. You feel so good because now you have been walking. It improves your mood, so your stress goes away. It improves your cognition, your ability to think, the ability to use your brain. It improves your memory. It improves your sleep. It improves your balance and coordination. Now you can know how to balance. It improves your immune system. It reduces your stress and your tension. It has so many benefits. So please, after I switch this off, please start walking. Give me your comments. Tell me, what do you think? What is your favorite exercise? It can be swimming, it can be dancing, it can be running, it can be athletics. Maybe you've won a gold champion. Tell me about your trophies you won. What trophies have you won in school? So tell me about your comments. I love to hear about fitness and training. I love fitness and training myself. So please tell me everything about fitness and training. But for myself, I will put, if any patient comes into my room, I will say, start walking. Yes, we doctors, we give tablets. When you've got stress, we'll give a tablet. But I'll say, you know what, besides the tablets is only short term. But for you, start walking. Stay well.